Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Wednesday, the 14th of December, 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 finished the day up 0.7% to 7,251 points. It was a broad-based rally with all 11 sector indices rising, led by utilities and technology stocks. Driving much of the movement was the upbeat news from Wall Street this morning. More of that in a moment. National Australia Bank, Westpac and ANZ were all lower after rising on Tuesday, but Goodman Group, Woodside Energy, Telstra and Fortescue all jumped more than 1%. South 32 was up 3.7% and Gold Digger Newcrest Mining finished 2.2% higher. Best on the day, though, was St Barbara, which jumped 13% on the back of its merger with fellow gold producer Genesis Minerals. That was announced yesterday. St Barbara started trading again today. Shareholders liked it. Of course, that's the one that's going to be called Hoover House after President Herbert Hoover, who worked in the Western Australian goldfields about 30 years before becoming US President. Great bit of trivia, that. Story number 2. In corporate news, Woolworths will sell 5.5% of liquor and pokey business Endeavour Group, leaving it with 9.1% of the company. The supermarket said the decision to sell down came after the successful transition from ownership to partnership with Endeavour. Endeavour was spun out of Woolworths in mid-2021. Woolies sold the stake for $636 million. Endeavour's share price fell 4.3% today. Also, private equity group Apollo has bought more shares in Challenger. It now holds about a 19% stake. Challenger's share price is trading around a 52-week high. It's up around 6% over the past 5 sessions. Santos has entered into a new gas supply agreement with the Wellering joint venture in the Perth Basin. Its share price rose 0.7% today, and there are plenty of rumours around the place this afternoon that department store David Jones is about to be sold. Several media outlets are reporting that the 184-year-old upmarket department store will go to Anchorage Capital for $125 million, or perhaps anything up to $150 million, as the retailer's South African owners, Woolworths Holdings, sell out of the business, but they'll probably maintain hold of the property. Story number 3, Medicare said it's received formal notification that class action lawyers Maurice Blackburn have lodged a complaint with the Privacy Commission over its data breach. That breach affected 9.7 million Australians in what was the most invasive data breach ever in the country. So far, 480,000 customers' health claims information have been posted on the dark web. The complaint includes allegations that Medibank breached the Australian privacy principles and seeks compensation for individuals whose personal information was exposed as a consequence of the cybercrime. Meanwhile, TPG Telecom has found evidence of unauthorised access to business accounts of 150,000 of its iiNet and Westnet customers. Story number 4, one of the veterans of the Australian banking landscape, John McFarlane, will step down as chair of Westpac. No disrespect to John, who's a very nice fella, but he was CEO of ANZ when I was a banking reporter at the AFR, and that was quite a while ago. He's been around. The Scot told shareholders today that he'd step down after the bank's AGM in 12 months' time. And finally, story number 5, tonight the US Federal Reserve is expected to announce a lift in interest rates, but the good money is on 50 basis points, not 75. That's after data in the world's biggest economy this morning showed that inflation might be cooling. The headline inflation rate was up 7%, while the underlying rate was 6% higher. Initially, that sent shares higher before profit-taking pushed them lower. It's a pretty wild ride all in all. Commodity prices also held up. Brent crude pushed above $80 a barrel. Gold moved beyond $1,800 an ounce, while the spot price of iron ore held above $110 a tonne. That's it for the afternoon report for Wednesday, the 14th of December, 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with the Thursday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.